Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to Inner Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you've taken the time to tune in and see what messages are coming through for you from Spirit. These messages that are coming through for you are strong, and they're very special because typically I pull from my coin bag to see what sign the message is coming through for, but I just knew that this was a reading for Gemini, and I'm feeling the Gemini spirit very strong right now since the sun is in Gemini at the time that I'm recording this. And I just want you to know that no matter if you are Gemini sun, moon, rising, or anywhere where you have Gemini energy in your chart, I want you to know that the transformation that you're going through right now, I can sense that there is a lot of pain that you've been feeling, but it is all due to a huge change that you're going through, and the result of this change is really, really beautiful. And I know that it might not feel very beautiful right now what you're going through, but I want to remind you that when diamonds are being formed, they're able to form because they are under such immense pressure. And that is what you're feeling right now. Some of the things that you're going through, you're feeling pressure. You're feeling, I feel like there have been tears shed. I feel like there is a sadness that you've been carrying in your sacral chakra. And what I saw earlier in meditation, I was preparing for this video, for this reading, I see that there's someone that you've detached from emotionally. There was a very deep connection there with someone. You shared this connection with someone and you've detached from them, but that has left, it's like a gaping wound that I see in your sacral chakra. And the pain of that detachment, that letting go, because you are such a strong and beautiful being that you know that you deserve better than what that being was offering you, was giving you. But by the same token, it hurts. Okay? And so I see that the pain of that separation has spread to your root chakra, where you have felt a sense of there's a not knowing. There's this feeling that you've had. It feels like fear because there's something that you've wanted to heal. There's something that you've wanted to feel again that you haven't felt in a while. But what Divine keeps bringing through for you is renewal. And you have another chance to experience joy. And this chance is right, like you're there. You're at this opportunity where you can feel joy again. But it's just about being kind enough to yourself to allow yourself to experience a new type of joy. This isn't the same pleasure that you felt before with this person that you've detached your energy from. And I want you to know that your choice, your decision that you've made to detach from that being is a really good choice. You saved yourself when you decided to walk away. And I know that sometimes there's this feeling of like, but if it's not them, what is it going to be? What does life look like without this person? What does life look like with someone else? I feel like you had very high hopes for your connection with this person that you've detached from. And so a feeling that you're experiencing right now is disappointment, because that's real. When you have certain expectations of what someone is going to do to you or do for you, or, and I say do to you like in a good way, like how they're going to treat you. When your expectations of a person are up here and they're way down here with what they're actually doing, what they're actually showing you and sharing with you, that hurts. But you're learning to detach from those expectations that you had. But it hurts. I pulled a couple cards. Before I share those cards, I do want to take a moment just to raise the frequency of the energy that we are experiencing and that we are opening up to, because it's very important that we only allow the highest, most divine vibrations to surround us and to guide us. Okay, so thank you, Divine. I'm spraying some Florida water just to clear any negative energy. And that's rhodonite. Rhodonite is like, please mention me. So rhodonite is coming through, beautiful Gemini. Wherever you have Gemini in your chart, Ashe, thank you, Spirit. High divine vibrations surround you. Ashe, so must it be on all dimensions. So rhodonite is coming through. That's a really wonderful stone for emotional healing and well-being. I love that. Look at that crystal. It looks like there's chaos there, right? But the chaos creates art. The chaos looks really cool, right? And that's what's happening within your life. Whatever has felt frustrating, whatever has felt annoying, hurtful, that's about to be transformed into a new energy, which is one of acceptance with what is and acceptance of who you are. You're going to have a new attitude regarding how you live each day. You're going to value your life more than you ever have before. You're going to value your gifts, your talents. Things that you used to say about yourself were like strange or weird. You're going to be like, that's what makes me cool. Because there's coolness in the chaos. Look at that. You've learned so many lessons. Divine is saying that everybody experiences tough situations, but you have learned from yours. And you're accepting what is. So the cards that I pulled for you, you've got the portal, adventure, ancestors, and calling. The question on this card says, are you ready? Because you're about to enter a new space. This is somewhere that you have dreamed of being. You're about to experience new heights, new levels of manifestation and manifesting power. You are wealthy. And this is a wealth that is very existential, okay? So you might, when I say you're wealthy, you might be like, wait a minute, what? Like, how? But I want you to know that if you're asking that question, how are you wealthy? You're not going to be asking that for much longer, because you're going to realize your wealth. You're going to realize just the miracle that you are. I love that word, miracle. Something beyond your expectations, beyond what you thought you could do. That's what you're going to realize, that you are a whole miracle. And the experiences that you had in this painful connection, that there were experiences during that relationship that brought you to a place that you thought was your rock bottom. And for some of you it was, okay? For some of you that was the most painful experience that you have been through. Because it was like a compilation of old hurts and old wounds, and it just all felt like it was all rushing back to you. You may have experienced PTSD, you may have had nightmares, you may have had, what I'm getting is like sleepless nights. Sleeplessness. You may have struggled with insomnia. Divine says, sometimes you will break before you bloom. That was your breaking point. That was, like I said, for some of you, that was your rock bottom. That was the worst you remember feeling ever. And now what you want more than anything is just to be completely detached from that person that caused so much pain. And Divine says that there is so much growth that is going to happen in your life, in your world, within yourself, as you continue to let go. The cycle with this person is over, right? And you know in your heart of hearts that it needs to be. Because this person was in some ways vicious, you know, which really, that viciousness, that awful just coldness that you pick up on from this person, it really is a result of their selfishness. If they could hit the easy button and say, okay, I'll take away all the hurt that I caused, you know, they're saying this, they're like, okay, yeah, I'll take away everything I did that caused hurt and pain, they would do it. They didn't want to hurt you, but their way of living, their way of being, their way of thinking, of talking, naturally hurts you because they're selfish. They put themselves first. And that's what made you feel like you had arrived to this state. And you're like, how did I get here? This state of, I'm broken. You felt broken. But now it's time for you to bloom. Okay? So you felt broken, but you're entering a new era where you are blooming and prospering and growing and loving. It's a beautiful era for you, Gemini, and I want you to know that this time is special. You're going to look back, like years later in your life, you're going to look back at this time where you are right now, and you're going to say, that was the most impactful time of my life. That was the most, like the wildest time spiritually, because it felt like pure and utter chaos. But what came from it, and you're going to say, this is your future self. You're going to say, if only I had known the wonders that I was soon to experience. You're on the cusp of something really, and powerful and really life-changing. And divine is letting you know that all you have to do to get to that next phase is trust yourself. Give yourself grace. Be merciful to yourself. At this time, divine is not asking you to forgive anything. Just to accept yourself. That's all that you're being asked to do, is to accept yourself. To be patient with yourself. When you do that, you will naturally forgive others. You'll naturally let go of all the hurt and all the pain that they caused, because you're already in this state of gratitude and self-love. And what that does is it frees your emotions of all the weight you've been carrying, of all the hurt that you've been feeling right down in here, right here. Okay, so you've got the card Dark Night of the Soul. Transformation. That's what I was talking about. Transformation and awakening. Tower. You may feel like you've been going through a tower state. And some of you have come through this tower. You've made it to the other side of the tower. You know, the tower is total chaos and suffering and, oh my God, change, upheaval. But you've stayed the course, and now you realize that you are in the next phase. It's just a matter of achieving a sense of balance as you're going from one state to the next, one era of your life to the next. So I was talking about that road night, right? I want you to know the benefits of it. It's about compassion and love, specifically love to yourself. Okay, if you can get your hands on some road night, please, and place it on your sacral chakra, place it at your heart chakra, and it is going to help heal those wounds that you've felt and that you've suffered from because of the detachment. The fact that you have detached your energy from this hurtful spirit, it's a wonderful thing, but it does come with challenges. But those challenges are meant to help you grow and to love yourself more. Okay, so this is what Road Night is going to help you with, is compassion and love, specifically your self-love. Emotional balance. It helps to ward off negativity. So the negative energy that you've been feeling around you, because I feel like there are some little demonic attachments to this being. So, okay, it's like that person that you've detached yourself from, they are hurtful and they bring pain and all of that. But they have like some little beings that have attached themselves to them, and this could be like a new lover of theirs. This could be a friend of theirs, a family member of theirs, son, daughter, mother, father, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, all of the above. It could be family members. It's someone who's attached to this being that has been sending low vibes your way. Yeah. Trying to make you go to the left, because that fell to the left. They're trying to make you go left. Just because these spirits are like tag-alongs. They've picked up on the fact that this person has tried you, and so now they want to see if they can do the same thing. You know, it's really low vibe. But anyway, that rhodonite is going to help you to ward off this negative energy. It's going to help you to balance your energy, which is really important moving forward. And it assists in achievement of highest potential. That you can screenshot this if you like. Helping you to achieve your highest potential. That's so important because that's exactly what you're doing. You're becoming your best self. And you don't want to miss this train. The train is coming through, okay? You don't want to miss this opportunity to move forward with your goals, with your growth, with your beauty, with your intelligence. There are opportunities that await you. They're surrounding you right now. And if you focus on them, the divine is saying for some of you, it's just one thing that you're supposed to be focused on right now for your career or your creative endeavors. Divine is saying if you focus on that, it will flourish. It will flourish and it's going to be so magical. But these distracting spirits have been trying to take you away from your blessing, and divine is saying don't do that. Okay, so you've got memories. Memories might be coming to mind very easily right now, where it's like you're reflecting on the past, you're reflecting on who this spirit that you've detached yourself from used to be to you. And I want to remind you that those memories that come to you like that, they always, typically, especially when you're still detaching your energy, those memories always feel better to you when you're remembering them than they actually were when you were experiencing those things. So it's like recalling somebody in a better light than they actually were. Like you're looking at them with a filter. That's how it is. It's like your subconscious mind is putting this filter on this person that you're recalling, that you're remembering from the past, this person that you're letting go of. But it's challenging because you get these memories. Just remember this person accurately. And a really good thing to do is to keep a journal of some of the really terrible things this person did, the terrible things they said, they did. And then whenever you start getting these like ooh la la memories, or like remembering them in a way that is so positive that is not even really accurate anymore, just go back to that journal and read the real scoop. Remind yourself of who this person actually was. That can really help you to detach, okay? Because a lot of times it is the memories that keep us stuck. And you know, you've got so many things at your feet right now. It's like you have so many, it's so much great energy that you can tap into, that you don't want to allow other things or negative energy to distract you from that. Okay? There are things around you that are too good to miss out on. Okay? And you have access to it. Alright, so you've got, this was in reverse. So distance, retreat, or timeout. Okay, yeah. So that distance between you and this person, that's super important. Divine is saying to, because this is like the beach, you know, looks like it. Like that part of like the water where it's just, it's the shore, you know, it's like very shallow. Divine is saying to go to water to cleanse your energy. And as you are like interacting with the water, you're feeling the energy, whether you're walking in it or putting your hands in it, or whatever. Envision all of that gunk that you've been holding on to, those experiences with this person, that hurt, that pain, that anger. Just envision it flowing away from you. Okay, the water is cleansing you. You can do that with a spiritual bath. You can do that in the shower. Okay, it's very simple. And a lot of times it is great to, if you have access to the beach or to a large body of water, then please do it there. But if not, you can do this while you're washing the dishes, you know? And then turn on the garbage disposal and watch all that mess go down the drain. That's magic. That's mental alchemy. You're creating change with your thoughts. So that distance is very important. And Divine is saying that if you're questioning the distance, you know, maybe this person has been contacting you. You may have felt more drawn to this person than you normally do. Do these visualizations, okay, with the water, where you're allowing yourself to just be cleansed by nature or by the water element, okay? Closed off, guarded, and resistance. So I feel like that resistance is on your part. You're really feeling this uneasiness when you are with this person. It's like it might feel like a strange, I want to be around them, but I don't, you know? So there is resistance there, and Divine is saying that that resistance is from your higher self. Your higher self does not like this person. Your higher self does not approve. Okay? They're like the auntie that's gonna let you know. Okay, your higher self, your spirit allies, they're speaking very clearly. And that's why you feel this uneasiness when you connect with this person or when you think of them. But there's also this curiosity, or like a weird, it feels weird to you, you know. It might be this sort of attraction, but it feels sort of yucky in a way. Okay? That's because you're karmic. There was a lesson that you're learning and that you've been learning that you could only learn through your experience with this person. So kudos to you for going through that, but now you're on the other side and it's time to focus on you and to love yourself through this experience. Okay? I feel like the other person is closed off. I feel like this person is acting very guarded and closed off. They might even be in a stage right now where they're not really connecting with you. They're acting kind of unbothered. Or even if they're contacting you, it might be something very minimal. You know, like some of those infamous texts like, "Hi, how are you?" Or, "Hey, what's up?" And it's like you have so many questions and so many emotions that you're healing and that you're dealing with, that their communication with you always feels so trivial. It feels like, that's the best you could do? Like, really? All that I have felt and been through with you, and this is what you bring to me? Is very frustrating, right? Well, that's because they're karmic. And you're not supposed to be satisfied with their communication, because their communication is not meant for you to experience beyond this point. There was a lesson that you were learning in your connection with them, and that lesson, the biggest lesson of all, is to love yourself through everything and no matter what. But your cycle with them is over. And that's why they play these games, because it's like a test. It's a spiritual test. Are you going to love yourself more than you are attracted to that attachment? You know, are you going to love yourself more? Are you going to choose yourself over the attachment that you felt to this person? Because what Spirit is saying is that you definitely have the power to choose yourself. It's just a matter of doing it. It's just a matter of doing it. I'm feeling new love coming in. I just was about to pick a tuberose. I love tuberose incense. But Divine was like, it's like my hand was guided to the come to me. Ashe, let's light this one. Come to me. Ashe, yes. I send love your way. Divine, healing, beautiful love your way. Ashe. So much to be on all dimensions. Because you know what? You deserve love. And I feel like you've been telling yourself that you, I'm going to do like a 5 pull spread. I'm not going to, oh my goodness. Oh, okay. 9 of Wands. Yeah, that one was flying. I'm going to do a 5 card pull. This way. Okay. Instead of a Celtic cross for today. I just feel like that's the best option for this reading. I see 9 of Wands. There's somebody who's been a total burden to you. And it's this, the funny thing is the burden is this King of Wands presented here. So the burden, this person has caused these wounds. That's the King of Wands. But let me tell you, there's another energy coming in. Like, this King of Cups is coming in fast. And you're going to be presented with a choice. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to move forward and give this come to me incense a chance? This new love a chance? This King of Cups is really special. He's like, they're like, she's like, okay? They're like very focused on connection, not attachment. They might seem a little bit standoffish at times, but it's only because they have very powerful thought energy, and so they're very focused on what they're doing. I feel like this is a person who is focused on their money making. And so sometimes with their emotional energy, it might appear as though they're not connecting, but it's just that sometimes they're distracted. But truly at heart, they are the King of Cups. They are intuitive. They are loving and romantic. What Divine is saying is to balance things with this 2 of Wands. This is about balance with your passion. So if there's someone that you're connecting with or you're getting to know, and sometimes they seem a bit like maybe unavailable or detached, reel your energy back in. Because what's going to happen is if you are busy doing things that you love to do and you're not really bothered, that's going to draw them in more. Because like I said, they want connection, not attachment. So they're not interested in forming attachments that are like not substantial. It's just frivolous. They're not interested in that. And so by you reeling your energy back in, it's going to make them more curious, and it's going to draw them in. They're going to become more curious about who you are, because you're going to come across very mysterious in that way. So reel your energy back in, and that's going to create more passion. And that Knight of Swords, they're like rushing in. And there's a lot of, there's quick energy here. They're going to feel very attracted but magically so. It's something that's going to be beyond what they can explain or comprehend. Even though they're intuitive, they are intuitive. They're just going to realize that it's very passionate what they feel, and they're just moving forward. They're drawn to you. Yeah. Okay, and then you've got Two of Wands. So this is about making a decision about your passion. What are you going to give your time and passion to? The King of Wands, that was giving you drama and emotional wounds and causing damage to your sacral chakra? Or are you going to choose true connection, intuition, the long haul? That's what I'm getting. Yeah, the long haul. This King of Cups is in it for the long haul. Spiritual, ooh, and bad jealousy. I feel like this is, once again, this is the King of Cups. They're spiritual, they're intuitive. And look at that card. I mean, I love that. Sure. And then this King of Wands, there's bad jealousy there. But see, the problem is that they're jealous and very motivated to get to your energy, but they're not motivated to treat you well. So they're inspired by the wrong thing. They're passionate about all the wrong things. And they're motivated by jealousy. But even though they are jealous and they want you, what they want is an attachment. They don't know how to truly connect. And they don't know how to connect with anybody. They don't even know how to connect with themselves. So how are they going to connect with another being? And a beautiful being such as yourself, the energy that they bring is not even worth your time. And even though they're like, look at that, somebody's like spying. So this is the thing. This person is keeping tabs on you, but they're acting really like unbothered. Like, I'm chilling. But truly, they're keeping tabs on you. Which is really sick. I don't see this person as a threat, but I do see them as unstable. So the best thing to do with a person like that is just reel your energy in. Don't entertain them. Okay, so for career, because you've got so much greatness going on, I just want to encourage you to focus on what's positive, because truly everything is positive. Even the chaos that you've experienced, it has made you stronger for what you're going to experience now, which is major growth. Now, of course, when you have major growth, there is prosperity, but there are also challenges. So that's why you've gone through this experience. One reason why you've gone through this experience with this karmic was to prepare you. Like, you went through so much with that situation that you were put to the test. But now, all the little tests that you're going to have, you're going to pass them with flying colors, because you are stronger now. In part, due to the growth that you've made in this situation with this karmic. So with career, you've got spirituality and prudence. So Divine is saying that the decisions that you're making right now with your career, apply spirituality to them. Light some candles, or light a candle for your abundance, for your prosperity. Really make decisions about everything, about your money, about your finances, from a place of what is it that you want to do to support yourself? What is it that you want to achieve and accomplish? And what is it that you love to do? You do have a truly spiritual gift. You have many gifts, but there's one particular spiritual gift that you are meant to share. And what's coming through is that for some of you, I feel like this is more than just some, though. This is about you sharing your voice. You are meant to share your voice. You are meant to speak. You are meant to say things that are truly from your heart. And showing yourself the love in giving yourself the freedom to say what comes to you and not judging it, not criticizing it. That is the most beautiful form of love that you could show yourself right now, is to allow yourself to say what you want to say. Share what you want to share. And be proud of it. Honor it as an extension of your experiences and of your growth. Okay? You've got prudence here. So there's something that you might have been tempted to purchase right now. The divine is saying to hold off. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. You're going to get it. But divine says to hold off. Okay? You'll experience that abundance soon, but not at this particular time. There will come a time where you're supposed to feel the joy, the happiness of acquiring something, of purchasing something that you've wanted. And you will purchase it. There's just patience is important right now. Okay, for creative endeavors, you've got brainstorm. Keep fresh ideas flowing for your business. If you feel stuck, take some quiet time with your journal and write down everything that comes to you. Divine is saying to explore your options. There's no need to put yourself in a box as far as what you're able to accomplish or what you're able to acquire. That's why they're saying to brainstorm. Whatever it is that comes to your mind, write it down. Is that something that you want? What's important to you about your creative endeavors and your career? Is it your schedule? Do you want to change your schedule? You can change your schedule. Do you want to ask someone for help or support? You can do that. What is it that you want to experience right now? What's important to you? Do you want to set aside more time to create? You can do that. So just brainstorm. No pressure, but write down some ideas of things that are important to you. And then work towards manifesting it, you know? All right, divine. I love this deck. I'm going to see what message divine leaves us with. Ashe. Abundance. It is coming to you. You are experiencing abundance in so many ways and fulfillment. Ooh, let me make sure you can see that. Fulfillment. Yes. These are the vibrations that you have complete and total access to. That's why that card came through the portal. Portals are open for you to experience both abundance and fulfillment. This is emotional fulfillment. This is fulfillment with your body. I'm seeing that peach there and I'm just thinking you're experiencing fulfillment with your body. When you look at yourself in the mirror, when you look back at it, you're like, yes, I look good. That's right. And something magical is going to happen for you at the full moon. Okay? So know that. Also, these skies look a little gray. So there has been sadness. There has been pain. But you have grown. Look at that healthy, beautiful peach. You have grown amidst the pain. So if you grew during pain, imagine what you're going to do during a time of abundance. I'm so grateful for this message. And I am so grateful, beautiful Gemini, beautiful being, that you tuned in. And please let me know in the comments how this reading resonated with you, or if there was any insight that you gained from this reading. I would love to know. Thank you so much. Please be sure to like and to subscribe. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you many, many blessings. Take care.